actually been, as Matt knows, my thesis for to answer what everybody wants to answer right now. When is this bubble going to end? And my thesis, which to this point has not been proven either right or wrong, so I don't know what it's going to be. But my thesis has been I don't think that we're going to see massive longs on a rip higher because people have been calling it a bubble every time, so they're not going to chase it. I think if we're going to see positions show people get super long, it's going to have to be on a dip. Just like we just said, that will be, they haven't bought any of these dips. It's never showed up on position. Then all of a sudden, somewhere in here, I think there will be a dip that they all buy, and then that will be the one that they shouldn't have bought. Is it this one? Is it I don't know. Does it end up being that way? I don't know. It would be much easier, trust me, for me, if they ended up chasing, at the top, because then I could get great sell signals all the way up there. That would be great, and I hope that's what happens. It just kind of feels to me like it's not going to happen because
There's one.
nobody
I
wants
don't
to
want to.
chase this thing. If they haven't chased it by now, in other words, like what's going to make you chase it now? Like if you've missed, what are you going to do? You're going to come in and say, oh, this AI thing actually is real. I mean, if you haven't come to that conclusion yet, then I don't know when you're coming to that conclusion, right? I've been saying, like with the show on that, I think that this last move up from early April, late March, early April, was the people who were doubting AI actually coming in and saying, something, this thing is real. And that's why you start hearing, oh, we're in the second or third inning. Now all of a sudden they're justifying the fact that they missed its entire 700% run on these stocks, that we're only in the second and third inning, so we can get at that. So is this going to be the dip they buy? Again, I don't know. I'm not here to forecast what's going to happen. That's why I have data. But my point being, that positioning data helps to determine exactly the things you're saying, right? And the second thing I would say is, with all that, and then I just came to my mind here as you guys were talking about this whole idea of when to add, when to reduce, when to do this, when to do that. The problem with that a lot of times is you added this time, it worked. Does that mean it was the right thing to do? You know what I mean? And by the right thing to do, I mean over time. What was the thought process that made you do that? Because what happens then, you do the same thing next time for the same reason, it doesn't work, right? How do you determine what is the right decision-making process? And I don't know the answer, but I think that it's an important question, right? I think that it traps us a lot of times into believing that we are doing the right thing when maybe it was just luck. I always go back to the coin flip thing. If I say it's coming out heads and it comes out heads, does that mean that I got it right?